Now, as you can see, we're coming up on the Moonlight Railroad here. We'll ride down here to where the logging equipment is, and you can see they've actually brought more equipment in since just last week. I think each week they bring a few more machines in, trying to speed up the process. I think I'm told they're supposed to be out of here supposedly by January, so I guess we'll see, weather permitting. So far they've had pretty good weather to work in, but anyway, that's their goal from what I hear. But they should be finished by then, the rate they're working at. They've already cut down a lot more just since last Sunday. A lot of trees piled up there this week. Wow. My friend was telling me today that he, before I came back here and started riding today, he was telling me that he had heard them back here working today. I think they work pretty much 7 days a week. They don't work all day on Saturday and Sunday. They'll maybe work like half a day on the weekends, but that's hard to believe. Not many companies would work on a Sunday. I was kind of surprised by that. Hydro axe there. It's like 2 skidders, 2 cranes for picking the logs up on the trucks. And, they were down here farther, down this way, with the machines and all the stuff, but they've moved up a little ways since they're working up this way farther. Go ahead, baby. We're going to turn around and go this way. Go back this way and look around, alright? Come on, let's go back this way. Put those boards down on the ground there so that when they back the logging trailers down in there, that they don't mire up. They can pull out of there without spinning in the mud and stuff. Got it, girl. You doing a good job. And I'm sure you may know this without me even saying it, but when you're on horseback, it's a lot harder to cover, the distance. It takes a lot longer time. It's not that you can't cover the distance, it's just it takes you a lot longer because, a horse, you can't run them but so long, and, if you're just out for a casual ride, walking is a lot more comfortable for them and you. But, so, it takes you a lot longer, just for us to come from down on the creek up here to the railroad. That's 2 miles from there to setting foot on the railroad bed here. And then the railroad itself, between the 2 stretches of highway, highway on that end and the highway to the back of us, the railroad through here is 2 miles in length. And of course the railroad kept going for a long way. It crossed both roads, but this is just the stretch that's open through this part of the county here. You go across the road up there and you can't ride over there even though it's open, because the people over there that own that land are not too fond of people riding through there unless it's like an organized trail ride. So, anyway, this part right here, we have permission to ride on, and it stays open. It's it's nice, you know, it's a nice area to ride and all that. But if you kept on going straight and went across the highway to that part of the railroad eventually, I'd say another mile or two down that way, there were, you know, several trestles down there that the train crossed the river. Of course, all the trestles are gone, you know, rotted away. You can still see a little bit of the foundation of them there, but that's about it. You know, if the trestles and things were still there, you know, you could make your way across the river and keep on going, you know, provided the rail bed was still, you know, clear. But as it makes its way farther back up, you know, into the next town, it's not as clear, you know, it's quite, you know, brushy. And ordinarily crossing the river wouldn't be a challenge under most rivers, but that particular river has a real sandy bottom, and it's known for horses and four-wheelers and trucks and everything getting stuck trying to cross it, you know, just because as soon as a horse steps down in it or a four-wheeler or whatever goes down in it, it sinks immediately. And you know how sand is, it's like one of the worst things to get traction on, especially when it's wet. But anyway, don't really have to worry about that though, because you can't go over there anyway. This area right here, they won't cut the trees in because this land belongs to somebody else. The land back the way there where the trees have been cut on belongs to another group of people, another family, and they live up the way here at the end of this railroad. But so these trees right here, it's about a 50 or 60 acre strip of land that goes all the way down to that swamp we were at earlier, and that is belongs to someone else. So they, as far as I know, have not elected to cut any trees through there. And as far as that land goes, that path right there is the only path on that person's land. But I know people hunt out in there quite a bit and all that, but all that path does is go to the end of the land, and then it just connects back with some of these other people's trails up here. So sometime or another we have more time, we'll go down that on another day. But and that right there to the left is the 128 path. I think you may remember on one of the Honda Rancher rides that I did, rode down that. That 128 marker, I've mentioned it before, that was there to let the trains know they had 128 miles to their destination, either direction, when they were traveling. This is one of the mile markers that was out here, and it just so happened it survived all these years, you know. I'm surprised you don't see more signs out here. Anyway, like you can hear some gunfire off to the left there. Somebody's probably up there target practicing behind some of those houses. Seems like they do that just about every Sunday. And I'm not for sure yet whether they'll cut these trees or not. I mean, I'm thinking they will as they work their way up this way, but I'm just not positive yet. Because I believe this land to the right here belongs to the same people that are having the trees cut back there. That strip of area back there that has all been logged out, that was like 250 acres of land. It was all wooded, and it's all been pretty much cleared out, as you can see, you know, in part one of the video. It's hard to see it, but when they took this railroad, the rails up out here on this railroad, they chucked all the railroad ties off to the sides, and every once in a while you're riding along, you can see the railroad ties up under some of the pine straw down in this ditch here. It's kind of hard when I'm up on the horse here to see them, but they're down in there. I mean, they're rotted a little bit, but they're still visible. And every once in a while you'll find an old railroad spike out here. But this railroad was built in the 1800s, and it ran, if I'm not mistaken, through, it was like, I don't know, 81 or 82, 1982, something like that. It was abandoned, and this particular stretch from here, from this particular town on back this direction, most all of the rails have been taken up.